YouTube, welcome back to the show Must Roll On. It is winter time. We're here in Bloomington, Minnesota, and we're at the our state fair convention. And this is where all the different entertainers at fairs go to basically sell their show, sell their entertainment. So all the different fairs, the county fairs, a lot of the different events around our state actually come here to find their new entertainment each year. And so one of the biggest part about doing shows is actually booking the show. What do you do? How do you do that? Come on over, I'll give you a little tour of the booth over here. This is our booth for the factory and our Mega Jump show. And basically, when you show up here, you have a table and chairs. That's all they give you. And so you have to build your booth. And so over the years, we've slowly changed our booth, figure out what works, what doesn't work. And we basically have a pull-out banner that shows a couple little photos, our logo, stuff like that. And then we also love showing video of what we actually do. So if I show somebody a photo of a backflip versus a video of a big backflip and people cheering, stuff like that, it's much easier to sell, or just help sell a show versus a photo. A lot of times you want handouts, you want people to actually leave with something about your show to remember and see that. So we actually have we've got our cards here as well. They've got the factory right on the front here, and on the back they have our show and just a sample of our show schedule from the previous year. So last year, 2016, was an incredible summer for us. We had, I would say, maybe like 30 some days, individual different days of shows all over our favorite state of Minnesota here. And now this year, 2017, it's January, it's the second week of January here, and we're getting ready for this summer. So we're almost 5-6 months early now, and this is when the fairs start booking the shows. So if you think of like your summer fairs and festivals and stuff that are going on around your town, they're likely planned and booked 6 months ahead of time. So it's very hard to get into an event a week, a month, or 2 months before. It all happens so much earlier. So you got to be prepared. And the trade shows are a great way to get out there and get in front of some of these fairs. They do cost money to go there. You have to pay to be here. Everyone who's selling their shows is paying to be here. And so there's anywhere from, there could be bands. There's Hairball right over here. They do a lot of stuff. There's rodeos, there's comedians, there's like any type of fair entertainment. They're all out here, and we're in our local state one. There's also a big one in Vegas every year, and we've been to that one in the past. That's the big national convention. It's just massive. And the cool thing is about here, actually upstairs on Friday and Saturday night, which, by the way, this turns into a big party at night, and it is great. I love it. And upstairs, they actually do, get this, a show of all the different entertainers. So the fairs get to go and sit down for 2 hours, and then each entertainer gets, I don't know if it's 5-10 minutes to show what they do. If it's a comedian, if it's a magician, whatever it is, they get time to show all the different fairs what they do. And so I've always heard about it. I've never actually gone to see it, but I think that would be the coolest show, seeing all the different entertainers in one show. So anyways, it's great. And the very exciting thing about this year is, just a few months ago, we got asked to do the Vikings halftime show at the brand new US Bank Stadium downtown Minneapolis, which is the new home to X Games 2017 and 2018 right here in Minnesota. And so we have our video up here from Ethan and Aaron, and there's no better conversation starter than to talk about 70,000 people watching us do our show. And it's just absolutely incredible. And to celebrate X Games coming to town, all that stuff, it was just such, it's a crazy thing to talk about right now. And just the fact that X Games is coming here in Minnesota for the next 2 years, the next 2 summers, we're talking about how big action sports are here in the state. And so letting fairs know X Games this is the new home to X Games, they're like, wow, like that's crazy, you know? So anyways, a lot going on here in Minnesota, shows have been one of the most incredible parts of my life, and after doing them for so many years, you get to the point of you want to start your own. How do you do that? You got to figure it out, and you have to start calling events, you have to start emailing them, you got to get in front of people and let them know that you exist and that what you have. So I'm going on, I would say maybe out of 15, 16 years of doing shows, about 7 have been years that I've actually been booking shows myself, so seeing the whole other side to the shows, not just riding. So when you're out here, you got to tell them about your show. How long is your show? How many riders are in your show? Are you available? What do you require? Do you need power? Do you need this? Do you need that? Do you need help? And you gotta know everything, you know. And so over the years, you learn a lot. You make mistakes, and you figure it out, you know. So, anyways, it's a great place to start going to these fair conventions. But you got to build a booth, and you got to be friendly. That's the other thing. Anyone walking by, and everyone running these fairs, you know, those first couple words that you say to them, that you got to trigger their attention. You got to make them, man, I want to talk to you and show some interest in your their fair and what you do here. So you gotta reel them in.
Who are these guys?
Third layer. Check it out. Third layer booth. This is who I've done the shows at Minnesota State Fair with for 15 years. 15 years right here on that course. That's where it all started, seriously. Minnesota State Fair. Check out Derek as well.
I actually like it.
Hey.
Hi. What are you guys?
We're live. Check it out. Derek here as well from ATV Big Air Tour. He's got the big motorsport show that's absolutely insane, and they invited us to join their shows as well the last couple of years. So, doing a little walkthrough, a little tour of the fair.
Toro de Grando.
How did things go for you this week?
It's good.
Pretty good.
Kinda, the Minnesota one is always good for us, so let's keep things nice and local.
Yeah.
That's the best part. You don't have to travel so far across the country.
Exactly, exactly. That Vegas show, as mentioned earlier, Derek just got back from that a little bit ago as well.
First timers.
It's a big one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a big one.
It's definitely a serious event. Yeah. And, but yeah, it's cool because locally here, as far as action sports go, Derek's running the whole motorsports shows. Third Layer's got the whole skateboard shows, and we've got the BMX shows. So, and the thing is, there's so many fairs. Somebody said, I think there's 87 different summer fairs in Minnesota. 87. Do you think we could do all of them? No. Do you think they could do all of them? No. 87 different fairs in 3 months. So
it's alive and well in Minnesota.
It is alive and well. This is the new mecca of action sports right here.
We get X Games this year.
And we get X Games this year, that is true. But we have a great variety of action sports entertainment between the three of us here. So it's been awesome. And the shows we do together, it's gonna be a great year. We're gonna be riding, that's for sure. Good to see you, Derek.
Yeah, you too.
So we got a magician. You rolling? Yeah, we got a magician over here. We've got a band over here. Check it out. There's a power company. They sell generators because a lot of fairs are going to need generators and power. I've even saw website companies, because fairs need websites. That's my main work, websites, and it's crazy. There's even bleacher companies. I've seen people selling bleachers to fairs because they need places that need to sit. Probably garbage companies. There's so many different things fairs need. So, anyways, I think the party's up at Wright County, one of our great customers over the year, Wright County. Shout out to Troy and Richard. They've been keeping us supplied with
refreshments.
cold refreshments. Yeah, we'll say that. So, anyways, but the greatest booth of all is right here, obviously. And this is one of the sickest photos we've ever taken. Both ramps, dueling box jumps, 4 basically CO2 explosions with 4 riders all flipping upside down there. That was an epic. It was our 4th of July festival at Eden Prairie a few years back. We've had an incredible year doing shows. We're going right into another packed year as well. A lot of exciting stuff coming in, and the level of riding is absolutely insane. With the factory, right now all the riders are just hibernating and learning so much stuff, and now in about 4 or 5 months, as soon as the shows start up again, we're all just going to be blown away once again as how the level of riding, what it turns into 2017. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and let's ride soon.